We work closely with the United States, and I've already made comments on this matter, and there's been no change to the Australian position on this, and which was to say that we can't rule out any of these arrangements. That's what I said the other day. But the most likely has been in a wildlife wet market, and that wildlife wet market is an important definition of what we're talking about here. There are wet markets and there are wildlife wet markets. They're two different types of things. That is the most likely outcome. But what's really important is that we have a proper review, an independent review, which looks into the sources of these things in a transparent way so we can learn the lessons to ensure that were there to be a virus of pandemic potential that would originate anywhere else in the world, we can learn the lessons from that, and that's what Australia is focused on, and I've written to all the G20 leaders to that end. I don't want to express an opinion about it, I want to know, and I think the best way to arrive at that is what I've proposed, and as I said, I've written to all the G20 leaders this week, proposing exactly that process. I think it's on the 18th of May, the World Health Assembly will be meeting, and they'll be considering a proposal being put forward by the European Union. I spoke to Ursula about that last week. I've discussed that with Boris Johnson and many others, and I think there's good support for that motion. That's a good first step. It doesn't cover all the issues that I've been advocating, but I'll continue to advocate for those, and to do it in the global interest and in Australia's national interest. So that's where we're focusing our effort. How other nations choose to pursue those issues, I'll leave to them.